Hey, what's up everyone, it's Ty here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about 2020. So, first things first, as you can see, I am not home anymore. I'm actually at my brand new dorm room in college. I moved in a couple of weeks ago and I just finished up my very first week of classes. They're virtual, of course, but it is really nice just to be back on campus. I just wanted to make this video to update you guys because I literally have not filmed anything since the beginning of quarantine, which seems like forever ago now. And I just wanted to talk about my experience and everything that went down. To get an obvious one out of the way, as a lot of you guys know, I've been growing my hair out since last summer, and I guess quarantine was the perfect time to do that, but I finally got it cut and colored. Shout out to Emily for coloring it. It used to be more green. I should probably redo the strip, but I'm really excited about the way that it looks. I was kind of going for like Jade from Victorious vibes, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't get like the idea to dye the front from TikTok, which, speaking of TikTok, if you don't follow me on there already, you should, because I've been making a lot of quarantine TikToks and it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully if TikTok doesn't get shut down. It's very e-girl, e-boy, e-them, e-person. What's the gender neutral of e-boy, e-girl? I don't know. I'm just emo. Anyway, for the purposes of this video, I thought I would just like work my way chronologically through quarantine because there's a million tangents I could go on, but I want this to make some sort of sense. I thought that that might be boring, so one of the things that I and many other people got into during quarantine was playing Animal Crossing. So at any point during the story where I don't have B-roll from the actual event to put in, I'm just gonna have Animal Crossing gameplay footage on the screen for you, because I thought that that would be more entertaining than just looking at my face and hearing me talk the entire time. I was gonna make an Animal Crossing video and then I just didn't, so it's the gameplay footage from when I like first got my island. My island looks very different now. I've unlocked terraforming and done all the things, but just enjoy. So starting with my last video, which if you haven't seen it already, I will link it up here. We started off the new year with a trip to New York City, which was incredible. And after winter break was over, I just came right back up here for the start of the spring semester. Now, y'all already know that 2020 has just been throwing punches, but you would not believe the spring semester that I had. Not even a month into the spring semester, somebody living on our floor in my dorm died. So that was obviously a great and not at all dramatic beginning to my year. I don't want to go into any of the details about that, but needless to say, February was a difficult month. So when spring break rolled around, which for us was like the week of March 8th, I could not have been in more of a desperate need for a break. So I packed up a week's worth of my things and went home. Now, if you recall, this is where shit started to hit the fan with coronavirus. So like halfway through the week, I got an email from my school being like, hey, you're gonna get an extra week of spring break actually. And the next thing I knew, we were online for the rest of the semester. Pretty much every school nationwide made a similar decision, so me and my friend Elise drove down to North Carolina where her school is to get all of her stuff out of her apartment, and then we drove up to Mason to get all of my stuff out of my dorm, which was chaotic, but we got it done. And thus, I was doing college from home from like March until May. It was during this time that I got the idea that I should start like vlogging during quarantine, so that's why there's literally no footage of any of what I just told you, because it just like wasn't even something that I was thinking about. But my 2 years on testosterone was in March, so here's a clip from that.
This is my voice pre-T.
This is my voice 1 year on T. This is my voice 2 years on T. And my 1 year post-op from top surgery was in June. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this, but one of my films got selected to screen in the Mason Film Festival because we didn't get to make final projects since we were sent home. That video is on my channel. If you haven't seen it, I will link it up here. But other than that, the beginning of my quarantine was not very eventful. It was literally just schoolwork, Animal Crossing, and watching Netflix. Which, side note about that, quarantine was fantastic for being able to watch movies and TV shows, and I've been pretty active on my Letterboxd, which is not even a thing that I was like using almost at all prior to quarantine. So if you're into film stuff, follow me on Letterboxd, I guess. I'll link it in the description, but I've been watching a ton of stuff. I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, Tiger King, I'm currently watching Criminal Minds, so that's been one upside. Another upside, kind of, was after school ended, I really needed something to do with my time, and I also needed money, so I started my very first summer job door dashing. It was definitely a job in high demand at the time, so I snatched it up, and it's actually been pretty fun. I could honestly make an entire video just of crazy door dashing stories, so if that's something that would interest you, leave a comment down below, let me know. But yeah, having a summer job was great. I actually managed to save up enough money to buy my very first car and bring it up to college with me. If you want to see what she looks like, follow me on Instagram, link in the description. In addition to door dashing, I was also supposed to be a summer camp counselor at Craig Springs this year, but obviously camp couldn't happen physically, so we did it virtually. Virtual camp was actually surprisingly a success and a really good time. It was nice to just be able to like see my camp friends even though we couldn't like be together. It's like people I literally talk to like once a year. But I already can't wait to go up next year because I miss the mountain. After virtual camp was over, we went to the beach for our annual family beach trip. COVID will not stop us, but we did wear masks and social distance on the beach and all that good stuff. Social distance family game night! And we still got to go mini golfing, which is very important. Oh. Andrew! After we got home from the beach, it was pretty much time to just pack all my stuff and come back up here. All the students living on campus were required to get COVID tested, so I got a fun cotton swab stuck down my throat and a negative test result. And like I said, classes are online and everything is pretty much still shut down up here. Food is like grab and go for the most part, and it's definitely a lot better for my mental health as far as classes go to be somewhere other than stuck in my house. Fingers crossed they don't shut everything down and send us home in 2 weeks. Also, if you guys would be interested in a dorm tour, just let me know. I'm still in the process of decorating, but it's coming along, it's almost done. Because of COVID, I'm actually in a single, so I have like all of this space, more space than I have in my room at home. I've got a fridge and everything, it's pretty fantastic. But yeah, if you guys would like a dorm tour, just let me know and I would love to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just remember, wear your masks and treat people with kindness. That's the only way that we're gonna get through this. And if you're eligible, make sure that you are registered to vote, and I will put links in the description with all of that information for you. Okay. I have rambled enough. I hope you enjoyed my little 2020 quarantine recap. Now you're all caught up. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and put a comment down below about any of the things that I asked you to comment about so far in this video. I think I've asked you to comment like 3 times now. Follow me on all of my social medias, including my letterbox. Links will be in the description below. You can click over here to see my last video or over here to see some other content I've made. I love you guys. Stay safe, subscribe and stuff, and peace out.